Greetings, brothers. Today we're looking back at a very old Games Workshop article. So this is actually going to be from, I believe, around 1992 to 1994. I can't tell exactly, but I found this article and hopefully you can see the paper is super yellow. So like it's 20 some years old at least. I believe this is text from 2nd edition, and we're going to be talking just about the original lore about Sanguinius. So linking Sanguinius to 9th edition is linked through a death vision, and a death vision is when one of our characters in the Black Rage sees like the final minutes of Sanguinius's life. And this death vision is called On the Bridge of the Vengeful Spirit. The Vengeful Spirit is Horus's flagship, the flagship of the Arch Traitor. However, this article is so old that it doesn't even mention the name the Vengeful Spirit. So I guess this article will let you see where it all began and kind of how it ties to, and then at the very end we'll just sum it up. And to read the small little bit of lore that's attached to the death vision first, so you can see how it's become full circle, it says, upon entering the bridge of the Arch Traitor's flagship, all that stands between the warrior and Horus are a host of traitor legionnaires. So where it all began. According to the records of those troubled times, the Emperor Sanguinius and a small force of Space Marines and Terminator armour boarded the War Master's space fortress. The story has become part of folk myth of the Imperium and is told 100 different ways. But on the following details, most versions agree. As they materialised, the boarding party found themselves divided, and Sanguinius was positioned closest of all to Horus himself. It is said that the War Master offered Sanguinius a place beside him, a princedom in hell, and everlasting life as a minion of the Chaos Gods. For the last time in his life, Sanguinius renounced chaos and prepared for battle. Horus was once the most mighty of all the Primarchs. Now he bore heinous marks of his Chaos Masters. He was swollen with power, gigantic of size and distorted in his demonic form. Now he was more powerful than any mortal creature. For his part, Sanguinius still bore the wounds of the battle on Earth. He had fought demons and survived, but against Horus he was an insect to a hungry and gigantic monstrosity. It was a short and bloody battle before the brazen throne of Horus. The blade of Sanguinius sang as it spun through the air, cutting and stabbing at the War Master. The armour of Horus bled where the blade touched it, for now the War Master and his armour were one. Horus did not endure his whirling dance long. He lashed out clumsily, lightning claws arced through the air, catching upon bulkheads and doors, tearing great gashes and sending molten metal shrieking across the floor. Soaring over Horus's head, Sanguinius easily avoided his sluggish strokes and eagerly sought out a weak spot in Horus' defences. As he flew, he spotted a damaged link of armour on the War Master's neck, and Sanguinius stabbed out with all his remaining strength. His blade lodged at once in the War Master's armour. Horus screamed more with anger than with pain and reached out to strike the winged Primarch. Steel talons dripping with the plasma energy closed around the winged angel of Baal. According to some versions of the tale, it was this wound that Sanguinius struck which opened a chink through the armour of Horus, enabling the Emperor to slay his enemy. The Blood Angels certainly say as much in their doctrine. They pray to Sanguinius as they do to the Emperor, for he remains their patron and guide in death as he once was in life. In any case, when the Emperor found the War Master, it was as he stood over the broken body of Sanguinius, the Primarch wings twisted and feathers still at last. The sight convinced the Emperor there could be no salvation for Horus. The rest of the tale has no direct bearing upon the Blood Angels and is well known. Suffice to say that the Emperor defeated Horus after a long and hard-fought battle in which the Emperor was himself mortally wounded, after which he was placed in the eternal status of the Golden Throne, from which he has ruled the Imperium ever since. So, some things have definitely changed in this tale over the years. One thing at the very beginning where they teleport onto the barge, or onto the Vengeful Spirit. I believe it's been retconned now so that the Sanguinius was with the remaining Sanguinary Guard at this point. However, Book 7 in the series, I think, no one knows I guess, but I reckon that Book 7 in the Solar War series, which is coming out very, very soon, I think we just got Book 5, and it tells of the final battle during the Horus Heresy. So I think we're going to find out more about Sanguinius, and I guess this little passage is going to probably get changed into a good few chapters, and it should be a very interesting read, and I would think there will be a lot in there about the Blood Angels and the final stand against Horus. I'm excited for it, and it's worth pointing out that if you use, or if you haven't read many of the Warhammer books, then I do always put links to free audiobooks from Audible in my video description, and I believe the one in the description today is Book 1 in the series of the Horus Heresy, the Solar War. So if you're in the US or the UK or Canada, I believe, you can click in the video description and get that book for free as a free trial, and if you do that, I actually get, it supports the channel for a couple of bucks, so it's very much appreciated. Now, I really hope you enjoyed the video. It's kind of a bit different, but I want to start breaking down a few more key lore videos for the Blood Angels. They are obviously the center point on this channel, and while we do aim to do tactics videos every week, and we plan to continue that, we are going to be branching out over the next year and be doing some lore videos and some painting videos. So leave me a comment on if you enjoyed this, because if nobody enjoyed it, then we probably won't make another lore video, but I really hope you enjoyed it. So leave me a comment, and if you did like the video, and if it gave you some knowledge about the Blood Angels you didn't previously had, hit that like button. That's also very much appreciated. Thank you so much for watching, brothers. I really hope to see you in the next video. By the blood are we made strong. Peace.